Good morning, Jaguar fans. Coming before you today for a rare pre-game analysis of the upcoming game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguar, the home team Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, some things I need to say about this game. Make no mistake, this is a very important game, not really for the teams as far as playoff is concerned. This game will feature two very desperate teams trying to save their jobs, and I'll say that in the sense of the coaching staffs are fighting for their jobs. That's going to make for a very intense game. Not only that, both quarterbacks are going to be fighting for their positions. Jameis Winston's going to be fighting for trying to maintain being the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course, Nick Foles for the first time, well, the second time, this time somewhat healthy, in front of the Jacksonville fan base, will come into town and try to win a game in Jacksonville, where at this point this season, Gardner Minshew has been the winningest quarterback in Jacksonville over the highly anticipated MVP, NFL MVP, Super Bowl MVP quarterback of Nick Foles. Now, first on Jacksonville's side, the earlier this week, it's been a lot of drama this week. Externally, we've had one of our former players who was arrested, and we don't know why or what. Everything's being closed lip about that. We hope that he's okay. Internally, there's been a lot of bickering and talking back and forth in the front office this time, not in the locker room. That's the thing, not in the locker room. It's been in the front office. You've had earlier reports where the Doug Marone came out and said that that people have been criticizing him in management. So we already know that's Tom Coughlin. And then not even a day later, Tom Coughlin comes out and says the team need to get behind. I mean, the fans need to get behind the team, and we need to show up to the game, and we need to support these young men. These men are hurt, and they need our support. And after the three blowout losses on the road, they pretty much end the season. They started out a three-game. It's just like deja vu. If you just remember this time last year, with the same thing. They went to London. Uh, as you remember, about a month ago, they went to London and they lost to the Houston Texans in an opportunity to tie for first place. Then after the bye, they came back and they lost to the Colts with an opportunity to tie for the first place in the AFC South. And of course, then the team that they uh, had a miraculous any given Sunday win on Thursday night in Jacksonville, the Tennessee Titans, they went to Tennessee and just got just spanked all across just spanked them all the way back to Jacksonville. And so now here they come limping back to Jacksonville after three straight blowout losses in the AFC South to play against a Tampa Bay team that, by the way, defeated some pretty significant teams. Tampa Bay is no team to sneeze at. Tampa Bay is a very in fact, Tampa Bay is coming off of a victory. And Tampa Bay is not a team that's going to be just knocked around the field. Now I know there's going to be some a little bit of I guess excitement because Jacksonville is coming home, but Tampa Bay is not no team to be we're going to have a tough opponent in Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's going to be a tough team to beat, and I really feel that it's going to take the effort of the players to come out from the start and play to start fast. And I hate. Oh my gosh, I really hate to say this, but it's going to be a challenge, though. The bottom line is it's going to depend on quarterback play. It's going to depend on how to get that running game going in Jacksonville, and we need to start fast. If we win the coin toss, we need to take the ball and we need to drive down and we need to score because it's going to be a shootout in Jacksonville. It's just going to be a shootout, and whoever has the ball last is the one who's going to win the game. This is a pick 'em. This is a pick 'em. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's just going to be a pick 'em because I think based on the performance over the last couple of weeks, the poor performance of the Jacksonville Jaguars, uh, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to for Tampa Bay, and of course, uh, Tampa Bay likes to allow you to pass the ball, which is kind of dangerous for us because that means we can score quickly with our passing attack. And of course, Jacksonville allow you to run. So, like I said, this is going to be a pick 'em game. It'll be a fun game to watch, especially if you're not a Jaguar or a Buccaneer fan. But for the Jaguars and the Buccaneers, it's going to be a nervous game to watch because it's going to be a lot of up and down the field. So it should pose to be very entertaining, intense, probably quite a bit of probably some turnovers, some penalties, and so forth. But it's going to be a pretty intense game. And if Saxonville shows up, it could make for a blowout game on Jacksonville's behalf over Tampa Bay. But if the defense is neutralized, it could make for both an intense game and also possibly a ugly game if Tampa Bay rise to the occasion. So this is a pick 'em game. Who knows who'll win this game? Really, who knows? It depends on who shows up, what team performs the way they should perform. And based on the last couple of weeks, it looks like Tampa Bay has outperformed the Jaguars, and they've had some notable opponents that they've beaten, including the Dallas Cowboys. They've beaten Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, I'm just saying this is a toss-em game, and I was like, when I seen early in the week, they said that Jacksonville was favored by 1.5 points over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was like, are you kidding me? But anyway, the bottom line is it's a pick 'em game. I'm not going to say that Jacksonville's going to lose it because they may have something to get off their chest. It is any given Sunday, and it is against the 4-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But once again, don't discount those four wins of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There were four wins against quality opponents, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers has something to prove. Usually, when teams have something to prove, unfortunately for this season, they're able to prove it against us. So we'll see what Jaguar team shows up on the field this coming Sunday. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to give you more of a stronger or positive feeling about this game, but I really don't have a lot of confidence in our game plan. Over the last month, has been very poor. Seeing over in excess of 100 points have been scored against us, and we can't muster no more than maybe one or maybe two touchdowns in a game. And so, depending on what team shows up, is what's going to happen, and it is what it is. But anyway, my if I had to make a prediction, I would say Jacksonville 21-20 over Tampa Bay in the last closing seconds of the game because they had the ball last. All right, with that being said, go Jacksonville, go Duval.